Today, we're going to find out if you should be podcasting for your agency. By now, you are probably aware that running a podcast for your agency has a whole slew of benefits, including promoting your core services, courses, events, or even developing other services for your audience. Perhaps you are attracted to the idea of having a podcast for your agency, but there are a few blockers that you may be experiencing. For example, a lack of confidence, tech overwhelm, not being sure where to start, maybe impatience to see results, a worry that you don't have enough guests or contacts to fill some podcast episodes. Further to that, maybe you're not sure what content to cover. And finally, maybe you're looking at other people who are doing podcasts and think, well, I'll never be able to do that. You see, that was me 6 years ago. I had zero confidence, zero network, zero audience, and I was looking at all of the other podcasters thinking they were legends, and there was no way that I would be able to do the same. 6 years later, I am proof that those blockers can be overcome, but in this episode, we want to ask the question, should you be doing a podcast for your agency? We're going to unpack 4 steps to working out if podcasting is a good and viable marketing channel for your business. Hey, my name is Lee Matthew Jackson, the host of the TrailblazerFM podcast and proud Cloudways Maverick, and today we're going to work out in 4 steps if you should be podcasting for your agency. Many moons ago, before we started a podcast, we were an agency that were struggling to generate leads. And frankly, we were putting blanket messages out there for anyone to see in the hope that somebody with a checkbook would engage us in business. Fast forward to today, and we are 6 years into the Trailblazer FM podcast for our agency. We've built an audience of 15,000 agency owners. We've been able to learn from that audience who our ideal client is, what they want, what they need. We've been able to develop a whole slew of services to meet those needs and grow our business. Off the back of the podcast, we've developed multiple marketing channels, including social media groups, YouTube channel, and so much more. And over the years, we've been able to develop our message, resulting in valuable inbound leads. So here are the 4 key steps to working out if podcasting is for you and for your business. Step 1 is to guest on other people's podcasts. Take a look out there in your industry who is already running a podcast. It's wise to pitch that person with some of the things that you know, some of the things that you could talk about, and more often than not, podcast hosts are welcoming to new guests to come on for an interview. The beauty of being a podcast guest is you get to practice speaking. You get to unpack what you know with somebody else prompting you. This is a confidence builder. This also allows you to start to develop your message and your personal brand. It also allows you to begin building your network. And all of that without having to invest in lots of tech and lots of time editing your own show. Step 2. After being on a few shows, after a few months, evaluate the results. Have you seen any leads generated as a result of that guest appearance? Have you seen an increase in your followers? Are you able to build connections on social media? Which leads to step 3. Are you able to network? Are you able to network with the podcast host, with other guests, with their audiences, or with the audience and connections that you have begun to develop as a result of showing up on other people's platforms? This is a great test to see if your industry has the potential audience that might engage with you, and again, can help you decide whether or not you should be building your own podcast, building your own platform. And finally, step 4, do you enjoy it? If you've rocked up as a podcast guest and loved every single second of it, if you've loved building community, networking, and having those new connections, perhaps podcasting really is for you. On the flip side, if you hate every minute of it, consider another marketing channel. Maybe look within your business. Is there anyone else who could try guesting on the podcast as well? If you don't enjoy it, it ain't worth it. If you enjoy it and you're seeing results, maybe you should. By engaging in these 4 simple steps, you're able to build your confidence, to develop your own message, to start building your own audience, to network, potentially generate leads, measure the results of your activities, and of course work out if you even enjoy it. And all of that without having to plan, brand, and build your own podcast first. If you tick all those boxes, maybe it's time to start your own show. Hey, did you tick a few boxes? Have you been guesting on other people's shows? What are the blockers to you to starting a podcast? Have you started a podcast? If you have, share it in the comments below. We love having conversations and we'd love to see you in the comments. Whilst you're down in the comments, why not give us a like, hit that subscribe button, ding that notification icon, and if we don't see you in the comments, why don't we see you in the next episode?